What's going on, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for tuning in. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Those of you who have been following me for a while, sorry I haven't made a video lately with work and taking on a second job. It's just really taking up a lot of my time, but I'm putting more effort into getting back to making my videos regularly. So thank you guys for sticking around. And again, those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you like what you see. Today, I'm gonna make a tostadas. However, this is going to be a little different from your average tostada. I think you're going to like it. I know I'm going to like it. So let's get started. Salud. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is make some make some guacamole and put this in the fridge and let it kind of rest and cool down a little bit. So I've got 2 avocados here that I'm going to use. We just want to make sure we give this a good smash. I am using my molcajete here. That's this thing here. This thing is amazing for making guacamole, salsas, or anytime you need to grind up just about anything. So all right, got that smashed up. To this, I'm going to add 1 tomato that I diced up. Add that in there. I'm going to hit it with some garlic powder. And this is just a taste. There's garlic powder. I'm going to hit it with some coarse black pepper. And some kosher salt. SPG. Again, all 3 ingredients are just to taste. This a mix. Then I got some cilantro here that I'm going to finely chop up. And we're going to add this to the guacamole mix. Let's add this cilantro to the guacamole. Next, I'm going to add a serrano pepper. Just cut that in half. And mince this up really fine. I like my guacamole spicy. If you do not, leave the serrano pepper out. All right, now that I got that serrano pepper chopped up, we're going to add that to the guacamole as well. I am going to add some lime juice. And let's just give this a quick mix. Give it a taste test, and if we need to add a little more salt or pepper or garlic powder or anything, lime juice, we'll do that then. Ooh. I can taste a little bit of that serrano pepper from my finger. I did add all the seeds and everything from the pepper. I did not de-seed it. So let's give this a quick little taste. I'm gonna add a little more lime juice. I don't think it needs any more salt, pepper, or anything. I think this is good. Woo! It's got some kick. Now I'm going to take this, put it in the fridge, and let it cool down, and then we'll move on to the next process. All right, the next thing we're going to do is make a slaw. I got some red cabbage here that I'm just going to dice up. And the amounts of this are really just, however much you're making. I'm not making a whole lot. So, I'm using very little cabbage here. Just cut it one time right down the middle. I'm going to take this and place it in a bowl here. This out of the way. Add that to the bowl. Next, I'm going to take a carrot. And I'm just gonna shred or peel some pieces of this carrot into this cabbage mix. I think that's gonna be enough. Just give this a little mix. And to this, I'm gonna take some mayo. I'm actually using Miracle Whip because I'm a Miracle Whip kind of guy. But you can use mayo. And we just want to give this a mix. I am going to season it with salt and pepper to taste and place it in the fridge. And while this is, kind of chilling in the fridge with the guacamole, we will get started on the rest of this dish. So, I think that looks about right. Let's hit it with a, I'm using coarse black pepper just because that's what I have and that's what I like. A little bit of kosher salt. Give it a mix, give it a taste, throw it in the fridge. All right, the guacamole and the coleslaw are done. It's in the fridge. What I have here are 4 chicken thighs, bone in, skin on, and I'm just gonna hit this backside with a little bit of salt and pepper that I've already mixed together. And then I've got a bunch of spices here that I'm gonna add to this. There's some paprika, some garlic powder, some parsley, multiple ingredients in this rub. And in fact, I will put the spices and the quantities of each spice in the description below. So just want to give this a good coat. I do have a pan on the stove on high, coming to temp. Hit this with a little bit of salt and pepper. This is just a 2-to-1 mix of kosher salt and coarse black pepper. The black pepper being the 2. It says it's got some paprika, some onion powder, some cayenne powder. So there's going to be some heat to this. Just want to make sure we give these a good coat. Then we're going to take them to the stove and get to cooking. Alright, I did not add any oil to this pan because the fat from the skin on this chicken will create its own oil. So we're going to just put these in here skin side down. And we want to brown these up really good. Hit this backside with a little more of that seasoning. I can smell that seasoning already when it hit that pan. Oh, ho, ho. All right, so we're just gonna brown the skin side. We'll flip them over. We'll brown the bottom, and I will pick back up in a bit. All right, these have been browning for about 5 minutes. Flip them over. Yeah, I want to see that char on there. Get this flipped over. And we'll let this side go for about 5 minutes as well. All right, let's take a look at these. Oh yeah, that bottom browned up. Yeah. All right, so at this point, I'm turning my fire down to a low simmer. I turn the fire down to a low simmer, and I'm going to add about half a cup of chicken broth. To that, I'm going to add some lime juice right over that chicken. And then I'm going to add some minced garlic. I took about 2 cloves of garlic that I minced up, and just give that a mix. I'm going to give this a good little mix. Keep this heat on a medium heat. And we're going to let this go until this chicken is done. You want to get about 100 and probably about 170 degrees internal temperature of this chicken. I am going to put a lid on it and just let it simmer until this is done. All right, so while the chicken is going, we're going to go ahead and get started on our tostada shells. I've got corn tortillas here, red. I don't know that there's any difference in the flavor of the red ones compared to a regular corn tortilla, but I thought the color of this corn tortilla with the guacamole and the coleslaw would make for a really cool colored presentation. So I went with the red. We'll see how it works out. Just want to fry this on both sides for a little bit. We'll pull it out, let it drain on some paper towel until the chicken is done, and then we'll get to assembling. They shouldn't take too long. So I'm going to finish these up. Once everything is done, I'll pick up and we'll get to assembling. All right, so really quickly, let me tell you what I've done here. The chicken finished up. I let it cool and I pulled it apart and made it into pulled chicken. The garlic, the lemon juice, and the chicken broth that I used to marinate this in or cook this in, I took some of that and just poured it right over. So that's what this is here. Everything is done. Now it's time to assemble. Got all the ingredients here. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna take some of this spicy guacamole, put that right over the shell. This in place of the beans. I told you this was going to be different from your traditional tostada. So you got that. I'm going to take some of this chicken, get some of that skin in there because that's got tons of flavor. Tell you what, this chicken is damn good. And then we are going to top this off with a little bit of this slaw right on top. And that is it. All right, now comes the best part. The taste test. Look at that. That thing is just all kinds of colorful and it's going to be all kinds of yum. So this isn't your traditional tostada. You know, normally you have beans with ground beef, lettuce, tomato, cheese, or whatever. But with guacamole, chicken, this is actually a spicy lemon, garlic lemon chicken, which is really, really good. Then you got the slaw on top that is just out of this world, crazy good. Such a simple slaw, and I'm not a slaw person, but this is good. Let's try it. Salud. Wow. You get all kinds of flavor in this. Let me adjust this a little bit. You get all kinds of flavor in this. You got the heat from the guacamole mixed with all the spices. There's probably about 7 different spices in that rub that I used on the chicken. Then you have that like cool creaminess from the coleslaw. Man, oh man. This is really, really good. I'm going to finish eating. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, those of you who are new to my channel, I truly, truly appreciate it. Welcome. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit that like button. I truly, truly appreciate it. I'm going to finish eating. Thank you guys for watching. This is good. I will see you guys soon. Take care.